everybody, what's up and welcome back to another video. And this video is going to be really interesting for all the developers out there because we're going to put the most famous coding assistants to test. By coding assistants, I mean Github Copilot, Amazon Q, Codestral by Mistral. And the goal here is to build a minimalistic application. I'm thinking a web-based tic-tac-toe, nothing fancy, just simple stuff. I just want the game to work. And that's it. And I want to use my efforts to the least and leverage these coding assistants the best and assess these coding assistants on the following metrics. So the metrics I'm thinking of is obviously tool friendliness at the top. Then we have speed/latency, obviously something that I believe to me it matters the most. And third, the quality of answer. Again, a strong metric that every developer would need. So I think latency and quality of answer go hand in hand. But independent of everything, another metric is developer adoption, how easy it is, and you don't have to really work hard and find your way to sort of make the tool work. And obviously we have the fifth metric as pricing. So yeah, we have tool friendliness, latency, quality of answers, developer adoption, pricing. And let's go. And let's start with Github Copilot. So what I've done, I've created a folder here. It says tic-tac-toe. I have Amazon Q, it's empty. I have Codestral, it's empty. I have Github Copilot, and it's empty. Right, so let's start with Github Copilot. So I have everything on, so I've made sure that only Github Copilot is working at my end, because having Amazon Q, Codestral at once, then, you know, it sort of gets messy. The Visual Studio keeps on prompting you, hey, Amazon Q is not working, try logging again, so I don't want that. All right. Okay, so I'm on Github Copilot, and as you know, to use Github Copilot, you can either start to have a conversation right now, you can use audio. I haven't tried it, honestly, and I don't feel like trying it. And then you have these / options. So you have options that you can sort of use from the terminal. You have /explain. Then you have some for vscode / API search, probably to find stuff. Then you have one for workspace, which is explain. You can fix stuff. You can initialize new stuff. You can add test, clear, you know, etc., etc. So what I need to know is, I think what I need right now is /new. So what I want to build is a basic JS project, which would have a README, which would have a JS file, which should have a test file. I mean, that's a plus. It should build an index.html for me, and then I can start adding logic to it. So yeah, that's the goal here. So, all right, so new, what I need is, all right, simple JS based project with index.html and tests for scripts. All right, let's see how it does. That was pretty quick. So here I have a few suggestions. I have index.html, script.js, and within test I have script. Perfect. Right, create the workspace, I guess. And I would select Github Copilot as the parent folder. All right. And there we are. All right, so we have a README, my JS project, pretty simple stuff. We have a source index.html. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and run it. Wait. Oh, okay, Github Copilot. I was looking in a different directory. Perfect. So let's go ahead and run it. Okay, this is what it looks like. And let's go ahead and change it. Okay, yeah. Can you generate tic-tac-toe game for me? let's hit enter. All right, so it says, so I think here I feel like, you know, it could do better in terms of latency and stuff. And I need to insert this. Oops, it messed up again. Let's do it again. All right. All right, so I need style.css. Let's see. So we don't have a style.css. Let's ask Copilot to generate it. Generate a style.css and use CSS over here. Okay, and I'm gonna hit save. Let's see if everything is intact in terms of our code. So we have cell. We don't have a board. So we would need to copy this and we need to go here. For reset, we don't have a, okay, we have a reset button. So this needs to be an ID. So there we go. Hope this should work. Let's go ahead and run it. All right, so decent stuff. Let's see. Okay, it's working. Now I think it's time for 0. I'm gonna put a 0 here. Then I'm gonna put an X here. I'm gonna put a 0 here. Perfect. So obviously I don't have a disclaimer of who won or not. I only had a recent button and the whole minimalistic experience. So yeah, that works. Boom. All right, so let's rate this thing. So in terms of tool friendliness, obviously it's really easy to use, very well integrated, and that's probably the reason why it's one of the popular tools out there. So for tool friendliness, I would just say it's not like I can use GitHub Copilot everywhere from even inline stuff here. So for example, I can ask GitHub Copilot to even document the whole script file, and that's pretty quick. I mean, and there we go. Everything's out there. All I need to do is accept, and boom, I have a nice looking, you know, document stuff. And moreover, I can also do something like this. Autocomplete obviously is a feature that's available in all the code assistants, but I mean, you have doc, you have explain, you have fix. You can just, you know, sort of select this, and I can do a lot of stuff here. For example, modify using GitHub Copilot, move to file, surround with loop and stuff. So a lot of stuff, right? So, but if I have to ask it, maybe I can do something like, let's do it this way. Okay, explain reset.js. Let's see. So it caught the function in a nice way, and it's taking a bit of its time. Okay, so I have some explanation. So this is a JavaScript code, is part of a tic-tac-toe game. It includes a function to render it, blah, blah, blah. All right, so after render board function, the code adds a click event listener to reset the button for the HTML. All right, pretty decent, but it takes a lot of time. It shouldn't take a lot of time. I mean, this is a small code base, like with just 3 files. So my expectation would have been like to be a bit more quick. So yeah. All right, so let's rate this thing. Tool friendliness, I don't have any problem with it. I would say 9 out of 10. It's pretty easy. It's inline. It doesn't hinder my experience. It sort of helps me through with the development. So 9 out of 10. Speed/latency. This is not something that I'm really satisfied with GitHub Copilot. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And quality of answers, I found them good. They stumbled in one place, but that can be my fault as well. So I'm just going to say 8 out of 10. So developer adoption, definitely. I think aligned with tool friendliness, it goes to 9 out of 10. Pretty easy stuff. I think everybody can use it within their workspace, and everybody should. And in terms of pricing, so yeah, I think I've spent like a good $20 on this tool. No, correction. I've spent like $10 on it. So this is what $10 will buy you in terms of experience, in terms of utility, in terms of developer ease. So yeah, that's it for GitHub Copilot. Let's jump onto Amazon Q. All right, everybody, I'm back in vscode again, and I have my Amazon Q chat on, ready to go. So very similar experience to GitHub Copilot. I mean, in chat, all the tools have the same experience. But what I mean by experience is this part here. So you put slash and you would get a few options in GitHub Copilot, like explain, fix, generate new stuff. And similar to that, we have 3 modes here. So we have clear, we have help, we have transform. If you want to sort of transform your existing code base or your existing code to something. And then you have /dev, which means you can plan and implement new functionality. Similar to what we did in GitHub Copilot through /new. So I'm just going to go ahead and select /dev. And I'm going to say generate a simple web-based project with script, style, and index.html. All right, let's go. All right, so it says, okay, let me create a plan. This may take a few minutes. So a plan is similar to, laying out the foundation of the project. You can tweak it, you can chat about it with Amazon Q and stuff like that. You know the drill. All right, it's taking a bit longer, and there we go. Just about time. So it sort of gives me a nice structured description about the whole thing. And we have an option to generate code over here. So let's do that. Okay. It didn't ask me for the directory. I guess I'll have to move the stuff all on my own. All right, so we have index.html, styles.css, script.js, no directory for test, but we have test.js. Right, insert code, and let's see. So we have all this code here. I'm just gonna go ahead, select it, and move it to Amazon Q. All right, so we have index.html, greet user, we have script, we have style, we have test. Let's go ahead and let's see how it looks like. So GitHub Copilot, Amazon Q, and there we go. Greet user, hello user. All right, thank you, pretty decent. All right, so I'm gonna jump again into the chat, and I'm gonna ask Amazon Q to generate a web-based tic-tac-toe game with index.html, JS file, and styles. And let's see. And we're still in the dev mode. We don't have to be in the dev mode, but let's see. If it sort of adds in stuff, adds a layer on this existing code, that would be nice. That'd be pretty nice. But let's see. I'm highly doubtful that it will, because we moved the core from the core directory to Amazon Q. All right, so not very impressed with the latency. I think it's a bit slower, especially the dev mode is slower than GitHub Copilot. And I don't think it's thorough in terms of the description and the structure of response that it first shows you before generating the code. But for the rest of the process, I feel like it's less verbose than GitHub Copilot. All right, so we have a few code suggestions. Oh, nice. These are nice. So it has detected our code, by the way. So it has suggested this, and with installing this. Okay, pretty impressive. And within script tags, we have this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and choose insert code. Okay, so we have this, we have this, we have style, we have test. Okay, let's go ahead and run it. Oh, nice. So we have a more decent looking tic-tac-toe structure. Okay, O's turn. Now this is verbose. O. All right, I'm gonna choose X, then O's turn, and X turn, and boom. And we can reset. So yeah, I feel like this is better looking than what GitHub Copilot generated, but yeah, there are some hits and misses. So let's talk about them in a bit. All right, let's test it in terms of usability. Let's right click and we have Amazon Q over here. And if you want to select explain, refactor, fix, optimize, you have the short keys, and either you can do it through them or by selecting them. So if you hit explain, this would be our experience. That was pretty quick. Cool. Let's select refactor. All right, cool. Let's see, we can sort of use it over here. So sorry, select it all, Amazon Q, optimize. Nice. So I asked it to optimize and it suggested me to memorize the cells of the array and use an index map. Nice. That's a good suggestion. Cool. I mean, yeah, in terms of the answers and stuff, okay, I'm impressed. All right, so this is everything with Amazon Q and how you can use it within your VS Code extension, through your VS Code extension. And let's go back to our metrics. So tool friendliness. Okay, I must say, I would rate it equal to, or equal to GitHub Copilot, because I didn't find a hiccup within the whole experience. So 9 out of 10. Speed latency, I was a bit skeptical at first, but later on really picked up when we were actually building the actual thing. So I would say 8 out of 10. It's 1 point more than GitHub Copilot. And quality of answers, to be honest, I like the quality of answers of Amazon Q better. So I'll give it a 9 here as well. Developer adoption, I think again, developer adoption aligns with tool friendliness. So 9 out of 10. I don't think, I like the experience, the transitions, experience, animations, better than GitHub Copilot. And pricing, it's for free. I'm using free trial. So free for at least a year. That's, I believe, an edge Amazon gets. So instead of paying $10 for every month, you can just, use a new ID, get yourself authenticated or identified by Amazon, and start using Amazon Q for free. But if you need Amazon Pro, which I don't think you do, but if you do, you can go find some of the prospect that it offers, and you can get it in $19, and that's a big amount to me. Yeah, but I don't think you need the Pro version here. I mean, it might differ from use case to use case, but for simple scale or mid-scale applications, I think the free tier version works fine. Yeah. All right, so that's it for Amazon Q. Let's move on to our final contender, Codestral by Mistral. All right, people, so let's rate Codestral now. So Codestral is by Mistral AI, and it's like the very first code-specific model. and it's been making a lot of buzz lately. It doesn't come with its own extension like Amazon Q or GitHub Copilot. So you have to use continue.dev, which is like a third-party extension, and you can go ahead and provide your API keys and get Codestral hooked within this whole experience. So here we have like edit selected code, comment the selected code, share, generate a shell command, commit, write unit test. Pretty much not very extensive features, which probably Amazon Q and GitHub Copilot offers, but we have stuff similar to here. For example, you can search through files, you can search through code, you can search through docs, reference a git commit. So these are very specific to the continue.dev extension itself. So let's try to generate the code. Let's say code base and generate a simple JS-based project with index.html, script, and style. All right, so it gives us a bit of descriptions. We have okay, it doesn't generate anything for us, but it has given us some ideas. That's a bummer, but okay, no biggie. But I really want to point out the latency factor, which, as I said, it matters a lot to me. Like the responses are like lightning flash. But let's see if we can sort of work around it. All right, so let's go ahead and type in index.html. We need script.js. We need index.css. Perfect. All right, let's go back to continue.dev. And let's actually start a new session. So generate a web-based tic-tac-toe game with an index.html, script.js, and index.css. Cool. So we have our style code here. We have our... Okay, cool. Let's start putting stuff here. So apply to current file. Okay, so we need to remove this and accept. Cool. Let's hit save. Let's go to script.js and let's put our script in here. What? It didn't do everything, right? Okay, cool. So we have... Why is the... Okay, so the reset, handle reset is not complete. Not sure why. All right, let's revisit that. And let's do this. And okay, this was fine. Save. And back to scripts. Script.js file seems incomplete. Okay, now we have everything. Perfect. And paste. Let's go ahead, and now we have something. Okay, this doesn't look right. Okay, so everything is working, but the whole experience is broken. So not sure why is that so. So we have board, we have status, we have reset. So it's more like a styling thing to me. So status, let's see, the styling seems off. Can you fix it? Okay. Oh, now it's fine. So, okay, it's O's turn. And it's X turn, and it's O's turn, and boom. Oh, so this one says player X has won. So that's nice. That's nice for a change. So a bit of a hiccups in terms of the overall experience. And I think one thing that's lacking is having to generate a ground-up project. Otherwise, the latency thing and the reasoning part is on point for Codestral. So let's go ahead and rate Mistral's Codestral. So in terms of tool friendliness, no, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And it's not its fault. It's not Continue.dev's fault, which happens to be the experience provider here in terms of you know, the whole thing that's going on the leftmost side. It's fine, but it's not great. All right, let's test it in terms of usability. So let's create a file here, test.js, and we have this prompt on top which says use command I. So I mean, that's one way to prompt Codestral. So generate tests for stripe.js. Let's see if this works. Okay, basic stuff, nothing fancy. Cool. So that's how we can sort of initiate a conversation. And in terms of completion and stuff, it's pretty much the same. For example, const, yeah, status, something like that. So you can use tab for that, and you can use so command L for add to chat, and highlighted code. Yeah, we know that. So if I just go ahead and select everything and hit command L, so all of the file is part of my prompt message now. So I can say something like this: generate test for this code. And boom, super fast. Sure, here are some possible tests for the code. And there we go. So we have a bunch of them, which we can add in test.js. And we're good to go. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much everything that we need. Handle result validation, handle player change. So it's kind of verbose. Handle reset and stuff like that. So good thing is that it has handle result validation, and we have different use cases over here, as you can see. So this is nice. All right, so let's rate Codestral. Cool. So in terms of tool friendliness, I would say 7, and the only reason is that it depends on continue.dev, and continue.dev offers some aspects which we can use, but having a feature through which you can build up a ground-up application, that's I believe for starters, for new beginners, I think that would be something cool. So can be unjust with the previous two tools which had this feature. So speed, latency, 10 on 10. I don't think Amazon Q and Github Copilot have this sort of latency. This is lightning fast. So I'm going to give it 10. So quality of answers, yes, I don't have any complaints. I mean, I would say 9 out of 10. And developer adoption in terms of certain usability factors. Yeah, and it's not going to be in line with tool friendliness, but as a developer, I'm fine with some of the shortcuts that it provides and some of the usability factors that pitch in. So I would say 8 or 9. I would say 8. And in terms of pricing, well, it's free. It's free for at least 8 weeks since it's in the beta version. But Mistral overall happens to be open source. They have like tons of open source models and they're pretty cheap. So I don't think pricing is an issue over here. So if you're getting something like this, this whole experience and this quality in terms of latency and stuff for free or almost for free, I think it's a big win. So, all right, let's time to announce the winner. Like, what do I think? So you guys know pretty much about the results, right? So I would say we don't have a clear winner here because it's like I'm a bit tied up with Amazon Q and Codestral. So Codestral really helps me in devising things quickly. So again, latency is a huge factor along with quality of answers and developer adoptions. But on the hint side, we have Amazon Q, which is free and you can leverage the free tier clause. But the overall experience that it provides in developer adoption is, I think it's pretty nice, or nicer than Codestral itself. So I think Github Copilot, it's super friendly, but I think latency is one problem. Quality of answers is another problem. And pricing is like the cherry on the top. So otherwise, in terms of using, I don't mind using it. And I do use Github Copilot a lot lately. But I have these tools which I can rely on. For example, if you're a developer, you would be inclined to a tool that provides you the lesser latency. That just gives you a response like, just like that. And I believe all these 3 tools are amazing and you should definitely use them within your workspace or within your work model because it would definitely help you, achieve things quickly and elevate your code standards as well. Because now you get a free code reviewer, now you get a free test generator and you're the boss. All you have to do is you have to read through stuff, tweak it around and, verify stuff. So I think definitely that's really going to help you within your projects or products. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you liked this minimalistic comparison of a minimalistic project. And I hope you learned something in terms of adopting these tools within your workspace. So yeah, I'm going to see you in the next one. Take care till then.